What's up, y'all? Happy Friday. It's another Financial Fridays. Hey, I wanted to share something today from my own personal experience that my wife and I were able to do last year. We were able to save $35,000 last year, the year of 2019. And I wanted to share how we did it, how we were able to do it, how we made it possible. And I want to do so because I know it's possible for anyone else to do it. And it's a repeatable process. It just takes some key things to focus in on and to do to help you get there. So that's what I want to share. And first things first is just being intentional, right? That's something that my wife and I, beginning of the year, we really sat down and we were focused in on, okay, what are our financial goals? Where do we want to be? And how much do we want to save this year? And the first half of the year, we kind of focused on paying off some debt that I had. And then the second half of the year, we're like, all right, well, now we need to crank it up and we want to save as much as we can. So we kind of wrote all this out, like I said, and we thought our goal was to try and save like $12,000 from the last 6 months of the year. So it was July to December. That's what our goal was. Now we obviously blew that out of the water as far as what we were able to save, which is awesome. Super excited about. However, it's just like I said, the main thing, the first thing is being intentional, writing these things down, and creating a process of how you're going to do it. But shifting the mindset and focusing in on what you want to do, what you're going to do, are the first steps. And the second thing is just cutting your expenses. I'll say it two more times because I want to make sure that you hear it. Cutting your expenses. And one more time, cutting your expenses. So I say it three times, I joke, but this by far is like the number one thing because there's so many things in our budget or monthly expenses that we have that we can easily cut, eliminate, find a cheaper route, reduce, all those things. And if I were to ask you right now, hey, what's something you can cut in your budget, in your monthly expenses? You might say, hey, you know what? Nothing, man. I already went through this. I already did all that. Like, I can't cut anything else. And I would have to tell you, you're lying because I've gone through it myself. And there's still stuff I could still cut to this day, right? There's so many things that we think we need, or we think that we can't find a cheaper alternative. But when you actually look into it and do some digging, there are so many things that are cheaper or that you can cut that you don't really need, or that you can just completely eliminate, like I said. So that's huge. That's a big thing. And so we definitely looked into all that and we brought our expenses down as best we could. And not only did we do that, we also took a sacrifice and we were blessed and thankful to our parents, my in-laws, my wife's parents, that allowed us to be able to stay with them as well. So we stayed with them for the full year, and we were able to save, of course, tremendously on rent, because typically, right, if we were to pay rent in an apartment or anywhere else, it would be a heck of a lot more. So we did pay a small amount to them for it, but definitely significantly reduced as far as what we paid. So obviously, not having to pay what's one of your largest expenses is to live, right? Somewhere to live. So we were able to significantly reduce that expense. And then on top of that, we didn't just say, that's good enough. Let's continue to, go do this, that, and this and blow our money. We also wanted to save as much as we could on top of that. So that's what we did. So that's the second thing. The third thing is we also found ways to be creative to continue to earn more money. So whether that was a side hustle, whether that was just being creative and finding other ways to bring money in. So one example would be, I'm sure you've seen the offers all the time from different bank accounts saying, hey, open a checking account here, open a savings account here. We will pay you X amount of money. So I love those. Why? Because it's free money. It's literally free money. Okay, yeah, you're going to get taxed on it later, but are you not taxed on anything else? Everything else you are. So why not get some free money that you did not have or would not have had? So I did two of those for a total of $1,100 last year. Just two of them. I could have done way more. Some of them asked for a few other little hoops you have to jump through. Mine were super simple, right? You open the account, you put a little bit of money in there, and you have the money sit for 3 months. And then they pay you X amount. So I got $1,100, like I said, from just doing two of them. So that was huge. We sold several different things. So whether it's just items around the house you don't need, electronics, clothes. I sold an old vehicle that wasn't worth much, but I got a little bit of money. I got like a $1,300 from selling it, so that was cool. And then we just, like I said, continue to find other side hustles and things to do. So that's the third thing. And the last thing was, which is huge, which is kind of the icing on the cake and helps propel you even further, is just getting interest for your money. So instead of putting your money in a large bank account, a large institution like a Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, that's going to pay you basically $0 for putting your money there. They're going to pay you 0.001%. You're going to put your money somewhere else. You're going to put your money in an online bank account, which is going to pay you 15 or more times the amount. So you're going to get, it was over 2% on your money. Now, because of interest rates continue to drop, it's getting a little bit lower, but still, we made $650 or so last year just from interest on the money we put in there. So online savings accounts are a great way to go if you need your money to be easy access. So if you need to withdraw money in and out, or in case you need to use it for something, online bank accounts are free. One that I highly recommend is Ally Bank. Second one that's actually really good is also called Marcus by Goldman Sachs. So those are two that have high interest rates for savings accounts and completely free to open, risk-free as well. It's not the stock market or anything where your money is going to fluctuate. It's your money. It's sitting there. It's just earning more interest on it. So those are the four things I wanted to share that significantly helped us be able to save what we saved last year. And I share this because I know that it's totally doable, totally repeatable, and it's processed, and it's a thing that anyone can do. It's just about making some sacrifices, putting the time in to do it, and being intentional about it. So that's what I wanted to share, guys. I hope you liked the video below. Ask questions if you have them in the comment section, and feel free to reach out. I'm a financial consultant and a financial advisor, and I'd love to help you guys out on your financial journey and getting you from point A to point B and where you want to be in your future financial lives. All right, guys, take care and have a great rest of your weekend.